President and CEO of the Klein Group, William Klein, says that the objective of the Bahamas Diving Association Symposium is to expose international dive travel agents to the islands of the Bahamas. Klein says that he has been very successful at doing precisely this.
We know that last year's attendees booked $720,000 in dive travel in the Bahamas in 2010 this year. We do very specific tracking of each of these participants, and we know that the concept works because it does introduce them to the country, introduces them to the different islands, and they do come back and they bring groups with them.
Klein says that he does recognize the transportation challenges that are facing the tourism industry when marketing the different islands of the Bahamas. He was also happy to hear Tourism's Minister Vincent Vanderpool Wallace address these concerns.
This was one of his visions he had a long time ago, is it's a complicated product that we have. It's so diverse. How do you communicate that? And it sounds like that they're on a fantastic track. I mean, the ability for someone to be able to commute from Andros, for instance, to Nassau and go to work over here, aside from the local community implications, is phenomenal, which means that we could put a diver on a boat that morning, send them over to Andros to dive for the day, which generates local revenues there, and they could even come back and stay at the Sheraton that night. I mean, that is unheard of in this country, and that is significant, what he said. And I think that people recognize that if there was a way, a method of moving people around the island in a much more faster, commutative method like they do in Europe and throughout the Mediterranean, that is a fantastic opportunity for our destination.
According to Klein, the entire dive travel market in the U.S. consists of about 1,800 travel sellers, and this group visiting the Bahamas represents 30% of that market.
To be honest with you, it's very easy in the context of the symposium to have people do the out-island experiences. In fact, we only have out of 40 participants, 9 people staying on Nassau after tomorrow. Now, all of them are going to be on Nassau for tomorrow, but then they go off the island. So they're very excited, very interested. They like the concept of going to another destination. So in the context of the symposium, it's very, very easy to market. In the context of a vacation experience to a diver, it's more challenging because we don't have custom air like we have now, and we don't have, Woodrow Wilson from Bahamas Air saying, we'll make it easy for you, and although they do make it easy, it's a different objective when a consumer's trying to book.
This diving symposium brought together the top diving travel sellers from the U.S., Canada, and Brazil. For the Tourism Today Network, I'm Gina Seeley.